Instagram unleashes the biggest blow to Snapchat with Instagram Stories. Welcome back to another tips and tricks episode for Instagram, and we're going to be showing you guys how to use Instagram Stories. Now you see these circles here on the top of my Instagram. This is all brand new. Everything else looks pretty much the same other than this huge new Snapchat straight to the throat killing feature. Now I can jump right into one of my friend's stories here, and you can see that this looks pretty much like Snapchat. I'm not gonna lie, they definitely copied off of it, but they just made it work better. Now you can swipe between your stories, going left back to your story or to the previous story, and then forward over obviously to the next story. So you can see this is my my Instagram story here, and this is throughout my day. Now just like Snapchat, your videos last for 24 hours, so you can cover everything that happens in your day. So again, you can swipe over and tap through stories as well. You see that white line on the very top? That's how many different little clips they have, and you can tap through each basically chapter of their story of the day. And like I said, they only last for 24 hours, so they'll slowly start withering down to basically zero if you don't post any. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use all the different features in Instagram Stories. Now there's a lot of different things you could do with Instagram Stories that you can get creative with and have a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things here. Now the first thing you're going to do is tap on that top left circle there so you can add a new quote-unquote chapter to your story. So I'm going to dub them chapters for now. So you can see this is a regular camera mode. I have selfie mode, of course, and I just filmed a little video here. Now you have filters, of course. This one is my favorite. It's got a cool gradient summer kind of feel to it, and I'm sure they'll be adding more. Now we also have a marker, there's a pen, a highlighter, kind of a paint marker, and then a really cool lightsaber one, which I'll show you. So there's our paintbrush there. It kind of gives it a paint feel, and now we have our glowing laser lights, which is really awesome. And of course you have all the colors and stuff. So you can add text just like you're used to in that other app of yours, and of course emojis. So I'm gonna zoom in, scan that, get that right to the size I want it to, and bam. Now another cool thing is I could just tap this bottom right arrow and save it directly to my camera roll. If I don't want to post it now, I can post it later, and I'll show you guys that stuff. So here's a video I'm filming right now talking about my garden and my dried out thyme and my basil that is doing pretty well. Just like Snapchat, you get to film about 10 seconds or so, and you'll be able to see your little preview here and then add text and filters and do all that stuff after the fact. So I'm going to type in here morning views, and you can move it anywhere you want. It could be off center or sideways, and just hit that check button and it'll be right up added to your story. When there's that neon glow around your circle, that means there's new content added to the story, and it picks up right where you left off. Now tapping on those bottom three dots on the bottom right will take you to your settings, or you can do a couple other features here. Now I'll show you guys, you can hide your story, which is a great thing if you have a crazy ex, or if you're posting something a little too crazy that mom doesn't approve of, you can hide it from them too. One feature I'd love to see is be able to add groups on there, so you could block out certain groups of people all at once instead of going through each list. Now here's a really cool feature here. When you're on any of these view screens for adding a chapter, all you need to do is swipe down and you could add any photo you've taken from the last 24 hours. Now I was in the gym and I've got some fluffy friends content up there, and I had this really cool shot of a tree with the sun coming down. I could add that right to my story. Let's find a nice filter. Bam, that looks amazing. Just hit that check button and your picture gets added right to your story. You could also send messages, aka comments, to any of these videos that people post. Now my boy Hollywood here is shooting a video, so it looks like he's having a lot of fun, but it looks really hot there in New York. So I'm just gonna send him a little message and shoot it off to him, which will go to his inbox where he can reply or not reply or just see the comment itself. And it looks like they're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Another way to get to your story is tapping on your profile picture, which now has a gray thin line around the circle. And you can watch your whole video right there. Now you'll see there's numbers on the bottom. You can either swipe up or tap down there, and you'll be able to get a whole bunch of analytical data on who watched your videos, and you could also download directly to your camera roll, and you could also share as a new post, which is really cool. So I could just do everything right from within the app. If someone missed the video, I can make sure it gets posted up, so it doesn't really have to die after 24 hours. Now if you don't want a flood of comments on all your stories you post, you can go into your settings here and adjust it to everyone, people you follow, and off. That helps you control a lot of the traffic on people's comments on your story content. This is the first iteration of Instagram stories, so there's a lot more stuff they'll be adding. Like I mentioned, I really can't wait for them to have groups. You could also check out your friends' stories by tapping on their profile picture from their profile page. My buddy Kendrick loves himself some food. The easiest way to post a story is just swiping right on your screen from the main home feed. This will open up your camera and get you ready to start posting stories right away. Now another new feature is going to be really handy. Now this has nothing to do with Instagram stories, but has everything to do with editing your pictures. Now you see this picture here, I'm just going to get it ready to post. So you can go through all the settings, the framing, cropping, lighting, filters, all that good beautiful stuff. And sometimes you're like, maybe I should use a different picture. But I went through all these settings here to edit my picture and I don't want to just discard it. Now we can save a draft. So we're going to tap that back button and we get a little pop-up asking us if we want to save our draft or discard it. So now I can save it and it appears in a new draft section, so I could always come back to it in its edited form. This is also great if you want to edit a lot of photos at once and then just post them throughout the week without having to go through all the settings. Now in the draft section you can discard posts just by going to edit and then tapping on the image you want to discard. Now when you're finally ready to post your draft, just tap on it and click that next button. It'll take you right to the post screen. Now if you change your mind and want to actually edit that photo again, just tap on the word edit right under the image. If not, you're good to post. So that is a huge update for Instagram. There are a lot of really cool features that are continuously coming out with, and I'm really excited for stories. So make sure you guys check them out. I actually just posted a really crazy high-speed chase right on my Instagram that happened right outside my building, and I kind of captured a lot of it from the roof. So that's all for Instagram stories. Make sure you guys check it out and have a lot of fun. What do you guys think about Instagram stories? Is this the end of Snapchat? Leave your comments down below. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. We've got a bunch more Gizmo videos coming your way.